Let's see.
Okay,
False accusations.
Okay, so
So this is the guy who's being accused of being a pedophile, correct?
Yes,
Mhm.
this is the guy.
Yes, this is
Okay.
the guy.
I see.
hello.
Dark
Do
Moon.
you, I don't think. I don't
Give
think
me all
this-
your lunch money.
He,
The 17-year-old,
she-
the 17-year-old pedophile. They keep getting younger every time.
Absolutely ridiculous.
the he, she, he,
Yes.
he. I don't think he has a
I
mic.
believe Mooney is a guy.
Yes.
Yep.
I can't imagine a guy having that kind of name, but all right. Hello.
Yeah, so
Your
it goes
name's
by
Kathy,
Mooney
You don't get to talk.
and Starlight
I'm
Moon.
talking
Or
usernames, man.
Starless Moon. There we go.
Okay, that's better.
Well,
Actually,
don't
let
get
me-
stressed. We're here to help you today.
Yeah,
so
let
don't
me blank the screen because I forget. I think Spectrum Heat has some shit on his Twitter that I can't necessarily show. So
Yeah, we're on your side today. I think.
yes, I think.
I think, given what I fucking know, it seems that there's not enough to say he's guilty of any of this.
No.
So.
Give it one more month, Anthony. Let's see if he can beat Gunlight's time.
Oh God. I was about to say, don't you mean Cloudy's fucking day? How long did it take for us to fucking run into his ass again?
What, a week? 2
Fucking
weeks?
day.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2 fucking days.
There's
It's all right, man. These people are nobody losers, faggots. Who gives a shit? Doesn't matter.
indeed. And paste.
But Obab was the fucking cream of the crop, man. We caught her out on a.
Oh, that was great. That was
Yeah,
fun.
it was beautiful.
I'm going to make sure that I tweet or send this DM to old boy so he doesn't feel himself misused. And I said, look, man, as long as you just shut the fuck up and wait till you're done moving, you can fucking, we can all wait together. Oh, you're not going to? Oh, goody. There we go.
He's going to fucking war, Anthony.
Yes, sir.
He's going to war with a bunch of fucking kids. This 22-year-old man.
Okay.
Listen, how many?
Wait, hold on. Is it unusual to like go into an elementary school and pick a fight with the entire 5th grade class just to see how many of them you can wreck before they succumb?
Absolutely not. Not at all.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure
All
I'm
right,
not the
so let's
only-
introduce everybody around the room. We're joined by Leo Convoy, Shellyd, Instepious, Rouge, Hateful Tate, and Dark Moon. Yeah? I get all that right?
And felony on live camera fancasting.
Indeed.
Yes.
Wonderful.
That's what I was just gonna ask. How many 4th graders do you think you can take at a time?
So the story, as I understand it here, Dark Moon has been accused of what exactly did Spectrum accuse you of?
He called him a pedo on Twitter.
Okay, so and I'm gonna freaking mention this to you guys now, or back in the stream here. Dark Moon is 17. He's about to be 18. Couple months?
December 7th, I believe.
All right, so yeah, it's right around the corner. There's a little bit of a complaint that we have about him, but it's not anywhere near being pedophile. He's dating a 14-year-old and he's 17. So, Leo, you being the moral authority, if you want to object.
That's like a 3.
I mean, it's going to get real awkward when he turns 18, and frankly, I think you should go for somebody closer to his age, but there's nothing illegal about what he's doing currently
Okay.
for a few more months.
Yes, we're all like raising a brow, folding our arms, and huffing. But that's about the extent. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a 3-year difference.
it's a 3-year difference, really. This is not something that you can. You can't take something like this and go, well, it's clearly indicative of some sort of pedophilia, which, by the way, let's make it very clear what pedophilia is, because there seems to be a lot of confusion about this topic. It is a sexual attraction and arousal to certain human characteristics between certain age ranges, generally below the age of 13. And if you want to say it's a hebephilia, this guy's essentially already in that category. He's only 17. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Man, I was such a degenerate back in high school.
Oh, I know.
Those crushes on those
I know,
girls
when I
that
was
were
17,
literally my
looking at
same
those
age.
15-year-olds and 16-year-olds and sometimes even 14-year-olds, more mature 14-year-olds. It seems like a fairly normal thing to me.
Wait, hold on. You guys spent your teenage years looking at girls instead of getting fist fights with strangers? What are you, pussies?
Leo, how do you think I picked up on these chicks? I literally had to.
You got in the
I had
fist
to-
fight?
I literally had to deck the douchebag they were dating. That's how you take their mates.
Oh, is that why you're single?
No, man.
Okay,
That's why I'm always mingling.
indeed. So, some of the other complaints here is that we've claimed Dark, your current girlfriend has said that what's his name? What is it that the guy go by again? I keep forgetting the name because it's so forgettable.
Dark Moon?
No, Dark Moon's the guest.
The artist or the accuser?
Spectrum Heat. Okay, Spectrum Heat's the accuser.
Yes.
Allegedly that he's had a thing for the 14-year-old and he's like 20. What is he, like 23 right now? What is the exact?
26, I believe.
Oh, yeah. That's why. And the funny thing is, Spectrum's like, I want you to respect my anonymity. And I was like, well, we were prepared to do that until when we found out this is kind of a creepy thing.
You opened your full
we're
mouth.
getting different. Hold on, we're getting different ages here. Because Dark Moon's saying I thought he was 23.
Okay, so I
Oh,
thought I saw
God.
20 on his fucking Twitter.
Yeah, it's like I saw 26 and I was like, oh, I'm assuming he's correcting me. If he's 23, he's 23.
All right, well, let's put it this way. 20 and 14 is not okay.
No.
No, it's not. And on top of that, the 14-year-old isn't interested in the 20-year-old. So, yeah. What are we doing? We're addressing Spectrum Heat's accusations about Dark Moon. That's what we're doing, Icarus. And
His Twitter says 20.
Okay, then we're going to go with 20, which is
Okay.
still not okay.
Yeah.
Why are we getting all these ages?
Well, look, if he'd like to pop on, but yeah, his whole argument here from I included Spectrum's Twitter in the fucking comments. If anybody wants to go ask him independently, if he's very busy and he'd like to, have one of you guys speak on his behalf, I would be glad to have that person in. Thank
Yeah,
you.
he really should come on and defend his position. I mean, maybe he can convince us otherwise. I don't see why not. What's the problem? He seems to believe it so adamantly.
So we'll address we have one little I guess not tiny problem. Right now, as it stands, Dark Moon here has a 18 and up server, and he's like 17. So
Right.
yes,
Right.
Put your server down, boy.
yes.
Well, I mean, how close is he to being 18?
Like about a month away.
Irrelevant.
I mean, is it?
2 weeks?
No, it's irrelevant because chances are
Yeah.
he's surrounding himself with people that are younger than him in this server, and as such, they have no business being in an 18-up server.
Well, I mean, there's already minors in his NSFW channel last time I
Okay,
checked.
yeah,
Oh, are
there's
they?
a problem.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now this isn't a major, massive thing, but unfortunately for you, now that I said you're lucky Leo Convoy isn't in the call. Well, Leo Convoy is now in the call.
Well, son, where are your parents, and why have they not slapped some sense into you?
Mhm.
Yeah, you're gonna wanna not be engaging in that, especially you're so close to 18. You're just setting yourself up for problems.
It's
Pretty much.
yeah. I'll
do
put
it.
it.
One,
Don't
he's
be a
being
fucking
accused of
idiot.
nonsense.
Dark
He's being
Moon.
accused of nonsense to begin with. Then he's close to 18, and when he does get over that threshold, then you become my problem.
Yeah, I'll put it to you this way, Dark Moon. Imagine like you're at like a party that you've been to with all your friends who are all teenagers and you're all drinking, and now you've turned 21. Whether or not you've bought the booze or not, if you're going to be the only adult at the party when the authorities show up, everybody's going to come bitch at you. So that's basically the best
Hold on a
equivalency.
second, because Dark Moon, do you deny that there are minors who can view NSFW content in your server? You say there's 3 people in your server that are under 18. Do one of these 3 people or more have access to that content?
I mean, I can confirm those.
I'm just here. I'm just wanting to see what he says, and we'll get to you if that's the case. Only one, and that's one of the admins. Yes. Well, are you aware that this is against Discord's TOS?
And the TOS of the United States law.
The United
Oh,
States terms of
Oh,
service.
so there is another minor that has that access, because the one that I looked up, who was the only one dumb enough to include the race.
And on top of that, when we did try, and again, I don't consider this as big of a problem as what's his name
No.
here, Spectrum
Neither
Heat.
do
But when Hateful tried asking you about that, as much of a pain in the ass as Hateful could be, he did get tossed out. So, yeah, not a good look.
It is not a good look. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna fix that right now, and if you do not fix that right, you're gonna be my problem.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you want to I think just get rid of the NSFW chat's made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delete your NSFW server immediately.
Or just delete the channels. But
I'm waiting for him to come
Anthony,
into the call, start screaming. Now let's not lose our minds here.
Anthony, do we want to address what got this ball rolling, and you know how Spectrum has this stance about the artist who Dark Moon is dating? Or are we not going to talk about that
By all means, take
just
it.
yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's jump
So
in.
what got this ball rolling is Anthony received DMs from someone that claims that they don't even know who Spectrum is. I can pull those up in a minute. Do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, sure. Well, Mark Fauna
Yeah.
didn't say that they wanted to remain anonymous. She's like,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
hey, later on it became, oh, I don't really know this asshole. But yeah, I was like, okay, you know what? I haven't interacted with this person. They're new to the Rift. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And when I came up to Dark Moon, I tried being as nice as possible. He had a little bit of a panic attack when he realized who I was. Not every person I talked to turns out to be a pedophile. Like, for example, there was somebody that, like, you know, Wub told me to look into, and the pictures that they were looking at were just like cartoon drawings of Webcake's OC. And I was like, oh, you don't have child porn. Okay, good. And she's like, I'm still pissed off. I was like, yeah, I'm just happy it's not child porn.
So basically, what happened is the blacked out stuff is Spectrum. I can probably get the uncensored one. That's just all I have on hand at the moment. And he does make the remark that you make good good artwork for a 13-year-old, and which indicates to me that he knew prior to him asking for a confirmation that she's 13, that he just kind of went along with this fact that she was 13. How far back that goes to, I don't know. All I know is that the details is that before he made this confirmation with her, she had made NSFW artwork of the two of them. They had been dating from, I believe, Spectrum's perspective, or at least they were friends. Shit.
Someone needs to take this boy to the woodshed if nothing else.
Oh yeah, and then here's the other thing that I believe from Cotton, who's the 14-year-old now, and as well as Dark Moons, is that basically Spectrum is just trying to hijack the relationship because he has designs on the 14-year-old, and he's 20, and
Right.
he tried to use me as a means to help orbit this kid. And he's like, I'm too busy. I'm moving right now, Anthony. I need you to understand that. I'm like, no. And I said, look, if you shut up.
Oh no, let him. Then be happy to send us his new address.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
So following that, he, because like I said before, I asked him for proof to see if he had anything more. He gave me those logs that I just showed on screen. I did some digging on Twitter and discovered that there were more instances of him interacting on his now suspended Twitter account dated after the DM conversation, where he claimed to me that he ceased contact with her. That's how he quoted it.
Okay.
And then I went to him about it, and I said, I thought you stopped talking with her after this. And it's like, when I mean by cease contact, I meant by, that doesn't mean I didn't stop talking to her. And I'm like, what the fuck? How does that not mean the same thing?
Now, Dark Moon here is saying moving fam. He said he was homeless last month. Just for example here, let me take a look. Head my ass back to Firefox. If anybody would like to reach out to Spectrum Heat, if he could get a clean story out of it. Oh, he blocked me! Mwah! What part of moving do you not understand? It's whatever, to be honest, because they're not false accusations. There's obvious proof that she's underage and he's an adult. Good day.
Where? Show it, faggot, retard. Show us. We're right here.
Show us.
We are publicly requesting this evidence.
And he's
As
just...
Show
people-
us so bad.
I mean,
As
simply
people,
just
listen, just listen to me. As people who will look at that evidence and consider it, We will do that, in fact, but you still can't provide it to us. You're telling me you can't take 5 or 10 minutes on your phone to give it to me? Why not?
Well, in
What's
fairness,
your
you can't take
excuse?
5 or 10 minutes to
And
find something.
Spectrum, we're not done. This isn't over, man.
Oh no, I'll find you, big boy. Don't you worry.
I guarantee anybody this
It's
much of a
scary.
dick has people who want to get even with him. So, you know, if anybody out there knows this guy or knows somebody who does know this guy, I'm all ears.
Blood.
Let's just scroll up since, you know, there's no point in hiding any of this now. Let's see. I went howdy.
Yeah.
Okay. Spectre Heart is someone who has hated me for years. I believe this is from Dirk Moon. Ever since I was on Discord, we used to be good friends at one point. Like, a lot of people were with him, but he caused problems and drama and people hated him. He hates me himself because he was trying to date Cotton. Now, that's something I really want to hear back from there, Spectrum. It couldn't be because of his age and how he's treated her. She, I think, removed him or he removed her. Doesn't matter. They're talking or friends. He's accused me of being 20 plus and being an adult. What that's not the case. Tell you what, Dark Moon. The most trustworthy person I know in the fandom is Leo Convoy. If you would like to send in your DMs a copy of your driver's license to Leo Convoy, we can confirm that this guy is a lying sack of shit right now if you want.
Indeed, yeah, exactly.
Correct. My DMs are open.
He just
Exactly.
kicked you from the server too.
Oh.
There's a server?
I'm
in his server still.
Oh, Spectrum. We're not done yet. So anyways, from what I also heard from Dark Moon, he claimed that how was that thing that he had a thing for you, Dark Moon? A lot of friends. Back when I was 16, 15, 16, 2-3 years back, he tried getting with me himself. I didn't want that, and he got mad at it. He has always tried getting me to be hated and trying to get with literally anyone who is an artist, that is. How old was
Do you have
he?
proof of this? Proof.
Beg your pardon?
Do you have proof that he tried to get with you?
Yes.
Because by you saying that, it's essentially what he's doing on Twitter, where he's just saying this guy's a pedo. I mean, we can't take that as proof.
I mean, if you got more witnesses, that's better than nothing.
Well.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The point here is that this guy, it's two things. Number one, he's too afraid to get on here and talk with us for 5 minutes. I mean, you can spare 5 minutes in most any situation. I don't believe that's that bullshit. And number two, he's not giving us proof. So, I mean, what a clown.
Okay. So I guess we'll go back to the tweets or this remark here. Just looking into everything, if I ask Cotton, what will they say? Well, his response is, well, for starters, Starless, I believe that's Dark Moon, tried to get with me years ago, and I denied them due to the mental illness advised they get help. Is there any validity or any truth to you having a mental illness, Dark Moon? Okay, if he's not typing in the chat, I'll just continue on. Instead, they took it a bit too far and became extremely toxic, getting banned in almost every Discord server they stepped foot into. Interesting. And then 2, I never did try to date Cotton. Yes, I had feelings for her and cared for her very much, but as soon as I found out that she was 13, I backed off because that's fucked up. I still...
Which is a lie.
Okay. Okay, right. I still cared for her and stuff, but we still have drifted apart. So now knowing that he's actually been interested in the 13-year-old, under his own words, and he didn't back off, do you feel comfortable calling him a pedophile hateful?
I need more proof, but I do feel comfortable in the fact that there's something wrong with him.
Orbiter might do?
Orbiter, probably.
Yeah, okay. I never said he was 20 plus. I said he was an adult, which he is dating a minor, which is disgusting and messed up. As far as what Cotton will say, I have no idea, probably. Do her best to defend Starless and say whatever lies and slander she can to try and get this to all blow over. This was a statement another owner put on Discord themselves, and I copy-pasted it in other places, as well as my own personal statement on the kind of person that Starless is. Now, for the record here, what is it, Dark Moon? Starless, same guy, said that he didn't want to go forward with this. Spectrum Heat has been getting him kicked from multiple servers, and I have simply offered to make this a public platform and address this publicly. So let's take a look at this. Spectrum Heat. I'd like to report Starless Moon. Oh, sorry about this. There's established a clear pattern of distributing libel and performing acts of entrapment against other members. I think you should stop with your legalese, friend. Their pattern seems to be as follows. They enter a server, assume ranks which we reserve for adults, giving them access to the restricted section unless we can catch and remove them again. They establish a lot erotic roleplays with other members, induce them to open video chats. They then expose themselves without solicitation of other members. If there is a falling out with members, they only then claim to be underage and accuse that person of being a pedophile.
Okay, Obab, give me the proof.
Yeah, if anyone has any proof of Dark Moon doing anything like this, we are all ears, and I will come back here and apologize to Spectrum
Oh, yeah.
Heat.
We'll turn on Dark Moon immediately. Don't worry.
If any of that shit's true. Yes.
We don't know this guy. We don't give a shit about this guy aside from the fact that somebody's making statements about him that they can't back up publicly.
Okay. Although I've been highly suspicious of the accusations and bothered by the high degree of drama, I've been reluctant to act out against Starless, lest I be accused of blaming the victim. Like, could someone explain there? Anyways, however, it's become a repeated pattern and continue to flip-flop between presenting themselves as adults or minors. They clearly pose a danger to others' welfare and possibly themselves as well. He claimed this was from someone else, but this is all from him. Starless causes some shit. And finally, I don't know what's going to happen further down the road. I do hope that Starless gets the help that they really need, and this will be a wake-up call for them. As I have said before, I believe that everyone has the potential for change. I don't believe in you. No matter what Starless has done, I feel that they can change too. But they have yet to realize that changing is something that has to be done, and no one can do it for them. So, to the best of our knowledge, the only thing that we all agree that Starless probably shouldn't be doing is he shouldn't be a 17-year-old running a lewd server.
That's correct.
Okay, so yeah, Spectrum Heat, you've brought absolutely nothing to the table. Thirdly, I'd like to prepare my own statement on Starless. I'm not sure what causes them to act the way that they do, constantly eating away at people, then, and when they get tired, move on to the next. I've taken a while to study the way that they've treated several people, and they have definitely are a very skilled in manipulation. I did not get that vibe. Dark Moon was having a panic attack when I simply talked to them. Unless that's some mastered 4D chest, I didn't feel particularly manipulated. I don't know, maybe he's just a grade above me. I'm happy to learn that they are allowed into this community. I'm happy to learn they are not allowed in this community, nor allowed near our members, if we have a say in it. I would prefer everyone stay safe and to constantly keep their guard up. I do not know the names of their alternative Discord accounts and who they still have inside their server as their eyes and ears. I think he means his server. But I do hope that we can work together to prevent something like this from happening again. I would also absolutely prefer that if someone has an issue with me as a user, please speak to the directly. I think he means him. Speak to the user directly. Yes, which we tried. We absolutely tried, Spectrum.
Yeah, we have a problem with something. We have a problem with you saying shit you can't back up, Maggot.
Yeah, no shit,
on.
Spectrum. Yeah, get
You
off your
wimp.
fucking bullshit.
You little pussy. Come on.
Goddamn motherfucker. Anyways. So let's see. Continuing on here. I ask that you please respect my privacy. I respectfully decline. Keep me anonymous. Nope. I've dealt with enough drama lately, and I'm moving tomorrow, so I'll keep my stress to a minimum. And here's where my chicken scratch kicks in. Okay, what are you doing? I'm not a lot of stress thing. Yeah, both these people were doing the, oh, I can't really talk right now. Thankfully, Dark Moon spoke up. Let's see. I would be pretty pissed if that's the case. Just for the sake of transparency, I want to make sure that you're not some creepy orbiter trying to claim dibs on some 14-year-old. And he said, absolutely not. About taking come again. The idea of doing stuff with an underage people disgusts me. This isn't something to try and win favors or anything. It's to show people what kind of sick fuck that Starless's person is. I can't talk about because I'm moving. I've said that. I can wait a week. I can wait 2 weeks. I can wait a month or a year.
Chat.
Okay, we'll go back to the chat. What's going on?
Mooney's saying that what is it? HS Network is Mooney's music, or not Mooney, Spectrum's music channel.
Who is? Spectrum is in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, he's on his music channel.
HS Network.
HS Network.
Okay, so hello HS Network. Where the fuck are you?
I don't have
These
time
statements.
to talk to you, but I have time to sit here and listen to you talk about me.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Hey
You
Tonka,
fucking
get your ass in the
idiot.
call. These statements are from Count
Will be.
Pentagram from Ponyvania. What the fuck is he talking about?
Who cares about Pony?
Stop your cringy roleplay. What's your fucking
we'll
Discord?
Be super nice. We'll be super nice.
Jesus.
We'll be fair.
We're doing pretty good on views right now with 68 views, buddy. This isn't going away.
You can come in. We'll be nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll be nice to you. Don't worry. We'll be nice. Like, we're not here to...
Nice.
Oh, actually,
not
you know
here.
what? I was in your Discord. I mean, fuck. All right. You can
That's
unblock me
different.
on Twitter and fucking send me a way to fucking have you join. Let's see. Oh, shit.
Hey, here's this. I'll put this on top, Anthony. We'll all leave the call except for you and him.
I'd just mute myself and let Leo talk to him. Here, I gotta blank the screen. I gotta answer. I forgot I was supposed to stream with Barney. I gotta blow him off now. 1 sec. Sorry. Emergency came up. Trying to address drama accusation thing. Sorry, man. Super sorry. Everybody, if you're bored by this shit, head over to Brawny Buck's channel. That's my apology to that man. God, I remembered it for like a split second, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess we'll handle this really quick. Yep, still totally blocked. I guess we'll go back to the comment section. What's the guy's name again? Is he still talking?
HS Network.
HS Network. So HS Network.
He's gone. I don't see him talking anywhere. After I called him and I said, "Hey, faggot, get in
Still
here."
at him, so he's still watching.
Okay. Hey, tell you what, Network, I'll sweeten the deal. If you can prove this guy's a pedophile, I'll give you $20 and apologize and take down the stream.
Yeah, same. I'll give you $20 as well.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'll go 40.
Yeah, I'll do. I'll do 1,000.
No,
Sheldon,
I know Sheldon's on. You know what?
I definitely have $1,000.
Hand to God
I'll
as
back
a
that for
hand to God as a Catholic. I'll go as high as 100 right now.
There we
I
go.
won't do
So
any of that.
And I'll throw 40 on top of that.
Yeah.
That's
I'll just say that both of them are
$1,100
just equally as bad.
we'll in fact give you if you can provide sufficient evidence that this guy's a pedophile.
Yeah.
I'll get you an Amazon
You
gift
have our
card.
word. You have all of our word in.
Yeah.
I have an AMC gift card with $11.
In fact, I'll up mine to 60. No, I'm dead serious. I'll up mine to 60 if you can.
Yeah. What the fuck? I'm serious about the 100.
You're getting money to come on.
Yeah. No shit.
So not only do you get a paycheck, you get to
And
out
an
a guy for
apology.
being a pedo. That's
Yeah.
a great deal.
Fuck. You can put a stop there. If I welch on that, you'll have discredited the channel forever. What the fuck?
Fuck
I mean,
yeah,
heck,
that-
FNGR BTFO for the 5th time.
Beautiful.
Anything?
Anything? No words left to fail. What the fuck?
Nothing.
Uh,
Not a,
Boy.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna do any of that shit. I'm just gonna call them both equally retarded.
Okay.
All right. Ah,
Freaking centrist.
indeed.
Shut up.
Calling
Yeah.
a duck doesn't make me a centrist.
We'll tell you what. How did you guys originally get the link to his Discord? Maybe we could
It's
put.
on his Twitter.
It's on his Twitter. So if anybody wants to head over, it's Twitter at Spectrum Heat. It's right here, or it was right there. It's towards the top of the Twitter here. You could pop over into his Discord and ask him very politely. Do you have any evidence? Yeah. I do not. Very politely, we do not condone rating here. It's against
He
YouTube.
wanted people. He wanted this to get attention. Well, it has attention now.
Yes, sir.
Now's your chance to prove it.
Here, I'm gonna do everyone something better. I'm gonna post the link in the chat, and you can share it in the description, Anthony. And everyone in the chat right now can go to his server and have a good old time.
Well, tell you what, like, everybody who wants to get into that Discord, type a 1 in the chat.
I think you can just post it in the chat itself.
I'm banned from his server. Oh, it's already begun. Oh, all right, fine. Did you post it here? Oh, there it is.
Already banned. I've seen some already bans in the chat.
It's almost like he doesn't want to talk. Oh.
Ah, gee, weird, strange. I don't know.
I'm
Wonder
assuming
why
this
that-
is an NSFW chat.
I will put it right
What
on.
a fucking weirdo. Holy
I tweeted at him saying, "Come on to stream, you're being offered money."
Literally a grand.
Literally a grand.
Being offered money.
One
Wait,
day.
I thought you said the Discord. I thought you said the Discord link was on his Twitter, but his Twitter suspended.
Twitter's suspended.
No, it's not.
Ended.
No, it's not.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
I can go double check, folks.
I'm on it right now.
He has one account that's suspended.
I went to Spectrum_Heat. What's the actual spelling?
Since I'm blocked on it,
Spectrum
there's...
_Heat. That's
Yeah.
It's suspended. I'm on it right now. It's blocked, or I don't know.
No, I have. Like, just give me a sec.
Yeah, I'm blocked, but I could still see that the account is still up.
Everyone's just-
Oh, I'm not blocked. Surprisingly.
Doesn't even know who I am.
I've got SPECTRUM_HGAT, and it says account suspended.
Well, it doesn't say that for literally anyone else.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll take a screenshot here. It's definitely
Yeah, I'll
not
take.
safe.
I'm assuming that. Oh well. I clicked the link.
I mean, if there's somebody else that you'd like to speak to other than me, maybe we could reach out to them. You know, we're some scary people.
Here, give me a sec.
Oh god, everyone's joining. Holy shit! All right, let's check out the rules. I love reading the rules. All right,
Who the
is
hell
there a
is this?
racism rule? Let's find out. Please be respectful. Fuck you. The staff.
Yeah, here it is. I put it in right here. Just quick.
Okay, I may not be able to watch the full stream, but please keep me updated on him, since he is staff in my group, and me and the other staff would want to know what we should do. Derpy Hooves VA, would you like to come into the call? One in.
The policy on full con.
Oh, he said yes. Okay.
All right, there is no racism ban in this server.
Click
So
that
it's
link,
good news
Leo,
for
and
me.
it'll take you there.
Oh, is the room full? They're all Jack Mugen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go.
So this is what he says,
that link.
Anthony. He says he'll join the stream as soon as my stomach calms down. Sure, I just
Oh.
got done eating and I have acid.
He's using the
reflux.
tummy ache excuse, guys. He's just like Foul.
I've never heard of acid.
I got a tummy ache, guys. I can't join. I'm really sick. Hey, you telling me about acid reflux? I have that day in, day fucking out. Probably more severe than you, and I'm here.
What kind of problems do you have?
Take a fucking H2 blocker. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Or-
Suck down a Tums.
Punch yourself on the
Okay,
kill
is
it.
this working?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh.
What
Alright.
kind of-
Hello.
Hi.
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 How are you?
What?
Holy crap! Did we get this?
I did not expect
Yeah,
this.
who are you? Who are you? And what are you bringing to this conversation?
I go by Derpy or Sierra Flyer on Derpy Boru. Spectrum, he is one of my staff, and I want to fully understand what is going on, so we me and the rest of the staff know what to do.
Sure, I can give you a recap. This is essentially what happened. Spectrum went on Twitter sometime, I don't know if it was today or if it was a week ago, whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, in the past, at some time, Spectrum went on Twitter accusing somebody named Dark Moon of being a pedophile. And then when asked for evidence of this accusation, he could not bring it forth. And we've done our own investigation. And according to Dark Moon, he's 17, turning 18 in a week. And you might be wondering, well, what do you mean he's a pedophile? Well, Dark Moon is dating somebody who is 13 currently.
14.
14, sorry. And Spectrum was initially claiming, well, look, Dark Moon is actually 18 and the minor is 13. And as it turns out, the minor is actually 14 and he's only 17.
All right.
So essentially, Spectrum cannot provide any evidence to his claims and his assertions, and we're challenging him currently. We're saying, hey, get in the call here. Let's, show us your evidence, prove it, and he's refusing to do so because he's moving. He's a very busy boy.
Have you already heard anything about him moving?
He can't take 5 minutes.
He has said something about moving in our rant room. Okay. Which he has spoken briefly on the topic in our rant room. I am okay with sending you an invite to the group, my group. You can all look in there.
Everybody behave.
We like this one.
It's a high thing to accent.
I liked them the minute they came in with Dirk.
That's essentially where we're at right now.
Yeah.
So we're just for him to either do something or not,
So here's the dealio, Anthony. He will join the call if we kick Dark Moon.
I've been banned from the Pony Cafe. No reason given.
That's fine. We can kick Dark Moon for the time being.
Wait a minute. We could throw. Everyone's been asking for me to kick you, Archer. No offense.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter if we kick Archer. We need to kick Dark Moon too.
Why is that?
Dark Moon, it'll help you if we kick you. Trust.
Because Spectrum won't join the call if he's in here.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll throw out Drew, and then since he's not around.
I've sent you a link.
Okay, and I will throw out Dark Moon. Godspeed.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Spectre's the one making accusations against this dude. He doesn't even want him in the call? What kind of pussy shit is this?
Yeah, no shit, Jesus. All right, tell you what, Dark.
It is pretty pussy.
Dark, we, if anything goes wrong, you'll get a chance to speak again. All right, Bunk, there we go. Does anybody got a old boy to come in the call?
Well, I have to be nice because I'm at work right now, so he might get a little softball here.
Okay.
Until I'm up.
I don't mind making more than one video on somebody.
That YouTube ad revenue.
Yeah, no, it just hurts the fucking goddamn retention when you cover the same shit over and over again.
3 videos within.
All right, Spectrum. Well, we've kicked Dark Moon as you've requested, and we've met your criteria. So now we're waiting for you to join. Can somebody send him an invite link? Actually, I can. I'm on blocked on Twitter. I'll send you one right now.
Yeah.
How do I invite somebody into this room? Or can
he has to accept
Add him as
the
a friend
request.
first.
Okay.
I sent him a friend request. He has not accepted it yet.
Okay.
I have kicked him out of the group for a bit.
Nope. That's
until everything is sorted out.
Yeah, and you know what? If I'm wrong, I will apologize to you and fucking Spectrum.
Oh, I don't mind at all. I'm just I'm the admin of this group, and I am concerned more.
Oh, it's not even your room. You know what? This is a mod above and beyond. Nice. I thought you might have been like the head of the chat.
Are you friends with this guy on Discord?
No, this is my group.
Oh, okay. Well, still just as cool, I think.
Do you have him added on Discord, Derpy?
Yes, I do.
Okay, hang on.
All right.
I sent you a friend. Okay. Yeah. Can you add him into the room? I'm assuming that's the purpose of why you're in here.
Anthony, your disconnecting mouse is driving everyone crazy.
All right, sorry.
I've also sent him a tweet.
Okay. I will get rid of that Discord link now from fucking...
Hello?
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 Spectrum?
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I just got done eating and my stomach is going crazy, but I'll try to talk as much as possible before possibly throwing up. I don't know.
Okay, well, so can you give us some evidence that this man is a pedophile?
1 second.
Great.
Take all the time you need.
Oh, I like
I'm
your
gonna
profile. Your change then.
I'm gonna grab my trash can really quickly in case I do throw up. Give me 1 second.
Why are
That
you worried
is
about
a
DM?
definite
Like,
possibility.
here's the other question. You said I don't want to be in the room with him. Like, he literally isn't on mic.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Why? What's the big deal? I mean, if you're the one accusing this person of doing things, why wouldn't you want to confront them in the very call? He's already in.
Indeed.
It doesn't make much sense.
I mean, not to be a dick, I've met... I could go up and down. There's been a... Quill Strokes had more guts than you. Fallen Wishes had more guts than you. I mean,
Well, I'm sure we'll
recently.
get into that. I'm sure we'll get into that.
Yeah, hey, Quill confronted Dusky Novel. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Quill became a retard.
I like to remember people at their
best.
Yeah, at least significantly better than where they are now.
Different topic for a different time.
Yeah, no, I'm just confused why this guy's freaked out right now. You know, before I want to bring up right. Let's talk about hold it.
This Dark Moon guy seems like a total pussy.
Let me talk about tummy aches, motherfucker. So basically, right before I had to go into the hospital and shit for like 3 or 4 fucking days, I fucking stuck in there because I remember who was it, Fluffin or somebody was sitting there talking about losing, like getting ripped off from their fursuit or some shit like that, and I gutted through that and I was like, God, don't be an asshole and leave the stream right now. They're spilling their guts. You're just being a bitch right now. And I knuckled through that. And I got to that stream to some point. Actually, Brony picked up. But yeah, if you're going to sit there and make accusations like this, go hard or go home, motherfucker.
Indeed.
Shots fired.
Goddamn.
You need to have some standard of evidence. I mean, you can't expect people just to believe you because you say things. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's been a very difficult process on both ends for me to get a straight story from these people.
It has. I concur.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to remember your name. Should I add Mark Fauna in here if I'm saying that right?
I thought Mark Fauna didn't know this guy any further. Does Fauna want in?
They are another member of my group. They're not part of the admin team, but they have brought this to our attention in the first place, which is... They also did to me. That's actually how this ball got rolling. I was like, well, you know, they've got a dear OC. Those are usually cool people. So, yeah. He's typing in the chat now.
Okay.
1 minute. I'm
currently throwing up. Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Just do your thing and we'll be ready.
Thank you for sharing with the class.
You can text while throwing up.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, fam.
That is some sick typing skills to be able to vomit and type at the same time. Jesus.
Jesus.
It's the party trick that nobody wanted.
Not gonna lie, I'd be impressed if I saw that.
His cutie mark is literally like a small lower intestine turned inside out, like turned into a bow, and there's still like a keyboard behind it. Okay, I'm being a dick. I'll stop.
Gross.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say to that, man.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry about that.
I really, literally thought the person with the who came in with Derpy was a random troll. I'm like, well, this is a first. Take it.
Oh.
Yeah, so where's the evidence, fam? Show.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
All right. Actually, what you should do is first define pedophilia as how you see it, because I don't even know if we're on the same wavelength here.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the dude. Sorry, go ahead. Okay, let's go.
Spectrum, you have the floor.
Yes, Spectrum, please.
Yeah, he's taking a sweet time. This reminds me of the dude. No, you had your chance.
No. Step, shut the fuck up. You don't have to be here. Knock it off.
So, definition of pedophilia is when a adult
What's an
or
adult?
someone close to an adult, someone over the age of 18 or close to the age of 18.
Do you have proof that he is?
If I'm not mistaken, he stated that he is.
He said that he is almost 18, yes.
Okay, so that's that. When someone who is almost an adult or an adult conducts in sexual acts with a prepubescent teenager.
Do you have proof of the sexual acts?
14 is not prepubescent.
Yeah, really.
Do you mean to tell me that if an almost 18-year-old...
Listen to me, my guy.
No, wait.
You listen to me for 1 second. You have a serious problem with 17-year-olds dating 14-year-olds?
By the way, I think prepubescent is like 12.
A junior and a senior in high school? You think this is pedophilia? Are you kidding me?
More of a sophomore.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
when I was a freshman in high school, I was 15.
I was sophomore.
But anyways, that's
shit. I was like
besides
13.
the point. I understand that some people would have their own beliefs as far as what the age gap should be when it comes to dating. And, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Spectrum, can I ask a quick question?
Sure, go ahead.
Is this specifically because you believe that consistently, or because you have your bug up your ass about fucking Dark Moon?
I believe it consistently.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
The problem
it's just my personal belief that if a adult or near adult person is dating a minor...
Is this, when you say personal,
young,
is that based off of legal, spiritual, or medical?
Spiritual.
Okay.
I'm just going to say...
His personal definition.
Since Step fell asleep at the wheel there, what religion?
I'm a Christian.
Okay. Which one?
Southern Baptist Christian.
Oh, I couldn't. I'm sorry if you would have.
God damn it! I wish Leo was.
If you would have came into the call.
Hey guys,
well, hold. If you would have came,
again.
if you would have came into the call thumping a tambourine, I would have realized it. Go ahead.
But as I was saying earlier, I understand that the big picture, it's a gray area. It really is. I understand that a lot of people feel that it should be okay that a 14-year-old can date a 17-year-old. And there are a lot of people who feel that it shouldn't be okay. I am one of those people that feel that it should not be okay.
Interesting. Hey, do you acknowledge that through most of our evolutionary history, 14-year-olds have been fucking 17-year-olds with essentially no issues? Morally speaking?
I have a question here. If you were brought into court and Dark Moon sued your ass, you'd still stand up in front of a judge and be like, I think he's a pedophile, sir.
It's a good question.
The four is for a libel, basically, I think, right?
Libel per se, comments that are inherently slanderous.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. You acknowledge the gray area of this. Well, wouldn't you also acknowledge that maybe it's kind of, I want to say dangerous, but it's not quite that, but I'll use that word anyways. Don't you think that it's irresponsible, let's use that word, for you to go on the public space and say things like, this guy's a pedophile, when, frankly, your view of pedophilia, as far as I'm concerned, is really not a common interpretation. I don't think a lot of people professionally or just in general would see a 17-year-old dating a 14-year-old to be indicative of pedophilia, at least by psychology standards, at least by these sorts of things. So do you shut up? I'm still talking. Do you recognize the harm that you could be doing to somebody's reputation socially by saying things like that?
Yes, I'm fully aware of that because.
And you're fine with
No. Hold on. I'm not sure if you guys have kept tabs on the kind of person that I am, but a while ago in February, accusations were made against me for a similar sort of conduct that never happened, and there was no proof that any of it happened, where people continued to say that I was 17 and was dating a 15-year-old when I've never dated anybody under the age of 16.
Okay.
Period.
So
Were you ever interested in Dark Moon?
Well, hold on.
Was I ever interested in Dark Moon? No.
Yeah. Okay. What about Cotton?
What about Cotton? Yeah.
No.
No,
Okay,
that's different. No, hold up there. Your DM suggests.
I had said. Let me get to that. I specifically said that when me and Cotton became friends, I had grown attached to the person that she is. When I found out that she actually was 13, provided that the screenshot that I showed somebody, I think I showed you, I can't remember, where I asked her, and I specifically said, you don't act 13. You really don't. You really absolutely don't. I was genuinely confused about how old she really was because she was drawing porn, and I was confused. I asked her if she was actually 13. She said that she is, and from that moment on, I had backed off, and I stopped feeling any sort of feelings like that. I guess I'm not entirely sure how to put that into words.
Hateful, you have a rebuttal on that.
Were we still friends?
Sweet time.
Were we still friends? Yes. Yes, we were still friends after that.
Okay.
Did we drift apart? Yes.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna bring us back because we're going on now about how you were accused of things. Look, we defend you too in that instance. We would agree if there's no evidence to say that you did something. Well, great. Then we would defend you. What's your fucking point?
The point I'm trying to make here is the way I see the situation. Someone who is technically an adult at the age that Starless is, if he were to be, arrested for something like this, he would be tried as an adult in a United States court. And I know he lives in the United States. But continuation on from that, hold on.
I noticed you had us kick him out so he couldn't actually state whether this was legal in his state or not.
Yeah, the federal age of consent is 18.
For having sex, yes.
Anyways,
depends on the country, I believe.
Doesn't matter.
He's in the United States. But anyways, what I was trying to say, God damn it, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, I know who this person is, the screenshot. This is from Amy. Okay. I never did try to date Amy either. For two main reasons. One, well, she's underage. Two, she lives in fucking Poland or some shit like that. I don't fucking know where. I know it's overseas.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, fuck, what was I talking? Does anybody remember what I was saying before I lost my train of thought?
Well, I was essentially asking you.
It does have DVR. I can just go back and watch
it. This is a gray area, and so let's establish something. So you stand behind your statement. And let's say hypothetically this did result. Let's say this was a trial, and you were talking to a judge. Look, your definition of pedophilia is not the legal system's definition of pedophilia. So
hold on.
No, I want Leo to have it. You've been going for a while.
Go ahead.
Take it, Leo.
Okay, because you're tackling that from a legal standpoint, and he's not. So let me get down to brass ticky tack.
Well, there's no argument morally because he's not going to.
Would you let me finish?
Yeah,
go ahead.
All right. So you said that your viewpoint on what is and isn't pedophilia comes from your theology, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. Tell me what scripture.
Oh, I didn't mean. Okay, I didn't mean it came from my religion.
If it's not something you argue, if it's not something you're pointing directly to Bible from, is it something that God's communicated to you directly?
It is. Personally, I feel that an almost adult dating a minor is fucked up, and getting.
All right, then let me break this down to you from a spiritual. Let me break this down to you from a spiritual level.
You're a fucking Puritan, dude. You're a fucking Puritan.
If God is pressing something on your heart. The Bible specifically talks about from the writings of Paul that there are some people that cannot eat meat that is sacrificed to idols. That's something God's putting on you. That's not something God expects you to put on other people. Secondly, you are accusing this man of pedophilia. That is bearing false witness. And then I hear you here to take the Lord's name in vain. So what type of Baptist are you, son? You don't understand morality. You don't understand scripture. You run your mouth like a complete and utter goon. So what are you?
The thing is, most people will reject your definition. We reject it. You're absurd, and you're dangerous. You say things about people online. That's dangerous, dude. You're hurting their reputation, and you can.
No, Sheldon, I want my answer.
Agree with what I'm talking about right now. The fact that this man is a danger to this 14-year-old.
You haven't proved it. You haven't proved that. You haven't proved that.
I don't
haven't
care
proved
about
anyone-
your argument about populism. I want an answer to
The
my
point
question.
is,
Okay,
this man.
answer Leo's question.
Yes, talk down to us a little bit more. Go a little slow and raise the cadence of your voice.
Hold on.
I'm not trying to talk down to you. I'm trying to talk so people can hear me because everybody's talking at once.
Well, go ahead.
Please,
Answer
like
Leo's
shotgun
question.
this shit or something.
Oh my god.
I never said I viewed it from a religious standpoint. I view it at an egg. Now, don't interrupt me, please.
Go ahead.
An adult or nearly an adult dating someone who is underage, more specifically under the age of 15, over the internet, and getting porn drawn of each other's characters and talking sexual to each other is not okay. Is 100% not okay. It is considered grooming, and it is against the law in the United States of America.
You totally
Well, I
said
believe it's
religiously at the
against the
beginning.
law if he's 18, not if you're almost 18.
In the United States, people who are near the age of 18 can be tried as an adult and most likely will be tried as an adult if the crime deems sustainable.
Okay, so let me hit you with this. The law is based on examples. Do you have a legal precedent in any of the 50 states,
Yeah.
more importantly, from Dark Moons?
I was just going to say, like, what law are you citing here? What are you...
It's a good question.
Yeah, could you tell me which law school? Was it Harvard or Yale? Was it Brown? Could you tell me where your
More
fucking law degree
importantly,
came from?
You literally just lied to us because you said this came from spiritual. You didn't cite law. You said it was spiritual. And then when I stabbed that down, then you want to change the goalpost here, son. Now, I will agree. It is inappropriate and it is gross for
Yeah, I
children
agree.
to draw sexual imagery of each other or their OCs or sending text or whatever you want to call it. However, the argument you're making here is fallacious from every single other viewpoint. You want to say, I find that gross? Fine. But there's a difference between you finding it gross and it being illegal. Now, if you want to say the case precedent, you're more than welcome to. But so far, you've lied to us, you haven't been able to back anything up, and you have no evidence to your claims of this man specifically being a pedophile, which were the words you used.
Indeed.
You can't make statements with no evidence, man. It's just
I'm
gonna
in
make you
my
look like an idiot.
mid-30s, son. I don't have all day to sit here and play patty cake with you because you're not smart enough to come up with your own concepts.
Yeah, you can say it's creepy. We don't disagree. Is it weird? Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Is it pedophilia? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think that. You have a weird definition of pedophilia, my guy. Very strange.
pedophilia.
No, this man knew exactly what he was trying to do here, and he fell flat on his face.
And what exactly was I trying to accomplish?
You have a
You're
hate
just
boner
here
for
trying
this
to smear
motherfucker.
somebody because you got a
If I
hang up.
honestly, no, dude,
Hold
I
on.
could give two shits about what Starless does. He isn't involved in my fucking life. But when
I
I'm
never said
browsing the
anything about
internet,
Starless. I
when
said
I'm
you had a hang
browsing
up on
the
this
internet,
dude.
when I am
Starless-
browsing the fucking internet and I see one of my past friends getting porn and all this shit, and knowing the kind of person that Starless used to be towards all these other fucking people, it's not fucking right, and I'm gonna stand up for it.
It's okay. That's
Then you
well,
told
hold-
their parents, you idiot!
I got a question here real quick. You said you're that kind of person. So is this the first time that you've gone after a pedophile?
To this
Dead air!
To this stance, yes. This is the first time that I've gone this far.
This is your lead out.
What a goof. What a
God
goof.
damn.
Holy shit.
Don't quit your day job, son.
What do you do anyway? Out of curiosity.
I take
No,
it
I've got a question. Why? Okay, so we're dealing with people who are legally not considered adults. One is specifically 14. So tell me, why is it your response is to blast them on the internet as opposed to finding out where their mommy and daddies are and calling them and say, hey, your kid's doing dumb stuff on the internet. Maybe you should look into that.
How
Because
the fuck am I
Well,
gonna find out who their parents
Hey,
are?
I ain't done yet. You can answer in a moment. Because the intelligent individual is able to find these things out and do the proper thing instead of trying to make a complete and utter clown of himself like you have, ringleader.
Yeah, no. Let me do another one here. Well, hold it. You're 20 and you're fucking terrified to talk to a 17-year-old. Why?
Weakness.
Why?
I think we're jumping.
Yes, motherfucker. I want to know why.
Hold on. Shh.
Because every single time that I have any sort of social interaction with this person, regardless of it talking over a voice chat, him joining a Discord server, it has always resulted in conflict. Period.
What'd you think was going
And
to happen in
majority
here?
of the time,
now.
Hold on.
majority of the time, it's usually escalated by them.
Okay, prove it.
Okay.
You know, I don't even get into proving. How old are you?
Shown us nothing.
No, how old are you?
Why are
How
you
old am
such a
I?
pussy? Why are you a
Yes,
pussy?
how old are you?
Hold on.
I just turned 20 years old.
So you're getting bodied by a 17-year-old. You're a legal adult. That is absolutely sad.
Yeah, what do you mean conflict? Like, who gives a shit? Just call him a faggot. Why are you such a pussy?
I'm like, your personal feelings doesn't matter here. You're making the accusations against this person. I think both of you should be allowed to be in a call.
This
I
random
don't know why you're
retard
so
on the internet.
do
gives
so
a shit.
because of.
And by the way, I brought him back in the room and he didn't say shit. You're full of crap.
He's left for some reason.
Pussies on one side, pussies on the other. Jeez.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
I'm finding a
It's a pussy
correlation here.
cabal. That's what it is. Wait, who just left?
Well,
Who
DM,
just joined?
Dark Moon, why don't you get on mic? Do it.
I don't think he has a mic.
I don't think he can right now.
Jesus Christ. I've never
And
seen...
isn't it
Now
amazing-
he's a
isn't it
kid in a
amazing how
house.
So isn't it amazing how you took so much fun time out of your very, very heavy task of moving to finally hop in call after we pressured and hopped in your server?
And I haven't heard one cough or retch this whole goddamn call.
Son, if I jumped on your chromosomes to your IQ, I'd hit terminal velocity before impact. You're not that smart.
I mean, IQ is pretty important.
Step, you're getting the hand next. You keep it up.
No. Oh. Skilled.
You see, that's how you handle a child when they're giving you grief in a call. You make fun of them. It's not that hard if
Yeah,
you're
no
not a
shit.
moron. Man, I'm getting tired of hearing my voice. You want to say something,
Well,
son? Or you
yeah.
gonna sit there and
Where
suck
are
on
we
yourself?
going with it? Do you have a response? Is there anything you'd
Is there
like to...
anything
I'm
else?
still
currently
waiting for
conversating with a couple
screenshots.
of people.
Yeah, no shit.
I think he's done.
Yeah, well,
I
that'd
think
be
he's
nice.
down.
Although I don't think we need screenshots because he's changed his claim to almost an adult and 14-year-old now. So
He also changed it from spirituality to, well, some case law, some things, seen this, nothing.
Didn't cite anything.
look, Leo,
Well-
it's look. This is my personal moral view. Oh, but let's talk about case law and legality.
You only came in this goddamn call when people started throwing you out of fucking rooms.
Well, I already knew he was throwing
Lumboy here in
contradictions,
chat
Leo,
squaring
when
up.
I
Hold on.
was talking with him in DMs, and I asked him what is your relationship with these two, and you know, this was after he sent me the screenshots, and he says Starless and me have been mortal enemies. He's always out to manipulate people and fuck with their heads. I'm against this, so we hate each other basically. And Cotton and I used to be friends until they started drawing porn of our OCs. I played it off as normal at first until I found out she actually was 13. So I asked her to stop and we ceased contact. Then
Yeah.
I sent him the tweet posts and I asked him, if you stopped contact with Cotton after learning of her age, why are there still instances of her making art for you and communicating with her on Twitter?
The
And then he
pictures
says,
were
when I-
posted after.
All right, let me get a little bit more down to brass tacks here. You said
Well,
you're a
it's not just-
Baptist, right?
Well, it's not just the pictures. There's like instances where you guys are in direct conversation with each other on threads. So it means you didn't stop contacting her.
I can't exactly remember what I said to you word for word.
Well,
Yeah, it's
there's
almost
the
like
DMs.
to keep up
I
with.
mean, I could look up the threads.
I said when I say cease contact, I never said we stopped talking completely.
How the fuck does that make any sense?
What does cease contact even
when
mean?
I said I was going to keep my virginity, I meant we would only have sex occasionally.
Jeez.
You see how stupid that
Strange
sounds? Huh?
definition of pedophilia. Strange definition of cease contact. I mean, this guy's fucking bizarre. Doesn't make any.
Are you actually a Baptist? Yes or no?
I am a Christian.
I think you're
Then go to church.
you southern
Are you a
grifter.
Baptist?
A friend
That's
of
not the
mine
question.
is asking to join the voice channel.
Who?
No.
Sure.
His
Why
name's-
not?
Okay,
The
go
more
Dark.
the merrier.
No, who wants
His
it?
name is Hatter.
Okay.
It's because he wants to get shit on too. I'm in the fucking group and I saw.
What
Okay.
group?
What
I don't know,
relevancy does he
in
have
your
to this
group.
whole thing?
Yeah, what is he?
What's the relevance?
I have a quick question though. Why was I
Hatter's
thrown out of
currently
your
watching
chat? What the fuck did I
stream.
do wrong in there?
Well, I just want to hear what's the relevancy of Hatter exactly.
Hold on.
Spectrum.
Hold on.
How hard is it to answer a question?
Literally, I'm
Hatter-
looking at the message.
Hatter
Holy fuck,
is
this guy should
someone-
do me. I really need more hate on my stuff from Hatter.
It sounds like
I don't even know you. Why in the world would I grill you?
Hatter is someone who knows someone like me, the thing I've been talking about for the past 30 minutes, knows the kind of person that Starless has been, and probably has proof of the
If he
things
has-
that
if-
he's done.
Okay, well, then he can just- he
listen.
can just
We're going to
DM me the
establish
proof.
two
Getting
things.
angry.
Just listen. Number one, we do not give a shit about anecdotes. We don't care. But if he has proof, then sure, absolutely.
Do you have some
Cool,
screenshots
in the call.
or
5
some
minutes.
audio? You know, OBS is really easy to
guys.
use. Even
He
idiot
can
like
just
me can
have
use
him
it.
Watching the
DM you the
stream.
proof.
He's watching the stream, and he is messaging me. 1 second.
Yeah,
I don't know how
nobody
much.
cares about
I
that.
don't
We
know why
actually
you
do
can't.
that.
Like, if you got a screenshot from him, you can put it in the chat. You could take those
True.
chubby little sausages you have, type it on your fucking keyboard, and put it in the chat.
Go to church.
What a fucking autist.
You're right, Steppy is dumber than Cloudy. By a lot.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You have to be dumber than Cloudy. What we have here is a Pharisee, which is worse because you're sitting here trying to talk about morals when you can't even keep a straight face when you're lying to people.
You know that joke about fucking like EA getting panicked about losing their worst company fucking, you know, after Blizzard fucking up?
Aw, Spectrum's bitching in his groove.
I just imagine Spectrum
I'm
like
not bitching. I'm explaining the
Yeah.
situation to one of my admins.
I may
He
have to
also
fucking
knows the kind of
I may have
person
to
that's
look
Starless.
back at fucking goddamn Mad Plushie and realize congratulations, you're not the biggest faggot in the fandom anymore. Jesus Christ.
That's hard to accomplish.
I know.
No, I'm not speaking to Beta, but Beta probably would be a good person to talk to about this.
Why do you keep recommending all these random people we don't care
All
about?
we want
Because these
is
are all
proof.
people that Starless has sexually fucking messed with and played
Like
it off
you?
and tried to accuse them of pedophilia and shit.
Okay,
Exactly
all
what
right.
I said.
So they can open up
In the
their
statement-
Skype or their Discord and snap off some screenshots, and you could put them
Right.
in the fucking chat.
We want screenshots.
Or audio. They could upload it to YouTube. And you know what? Yeah. If later, yeah.
Evidence.
Yes.
Anything objective.
All right, well, look,
not
I'm gonna
coming
say this
from
right here, and I'm
a
gonna say
person's
this
No, I'm going to
brain.
say this right here. Listen to me.
Hold on.
Sheldon isn't going to cover it for me, and I'm not going to cover it from him. So if you could convince either of us, which you're not doing, which is just fucking a miracle, you have nothing. Go ahead.
Which it's not
I
hard.
made an accusation, okay? I made an accusation stating that someone who was 17, nearly an adult, I have no fucking clue at this point, was dating a
I want to
13
drill you
or
right in the fucking
14-year-old
mouth.
girl, a 14-year-old girl who just turned 14, not even a month ago. But apparently, that is not pedophilia, even if they conduct sexual acts with each other. It is not
No.
pedophilia.
Did you say insexual?
Because pedophilia describes. Here's the thing. If a 16-year-old is attracted to a 14-year-old, and the 14-year-old in fact has juvenile characteristics as a 14-year-old would, is the 16-year-old a pedophile?
No.
That's a 2-year age difference.
Also, what is this?
That's not
What does it matter?
Hold
That's
on.
your argument, dude. It doesn't matter. Your argument is this. It is that this guy, he is attracted to juvenile human characteristics sexually. That is what a pedophile is. Do you understand? That is a state of somebody's mind and their sexual preferences.
All right, well, look. I made an accusation, and based on the information provided,
Ooh, 100 people watch.
the accusation is apparently not true, because apparently the acts that were being carried out between these two individuals is not considered pedophilia.
No.
So, therefore, I retract my statement, and the conversation will end here. I
Yeah,
appreciate,
it's
appreciate,
You dumb motherfucker. Holy shit.
I
Wait, hang on.
appreciate.
Well,
the
here, listen.
consideration.
No, guys. Thanks for retracting it. Seriously. Thank you.
I have
Yeah.
retracted my statement.
Yeah, that's great.
You've done more than Obab.
You have done more than Scribbler has, indeed.
Holy shit.
I mean, I'm still gonna mock you endlessly for it.
Yeah, you're still a
No,
fan.
all that. No,
Dumb.
just to put you at ease. If we find out more about DM, you have into the heat death of the universe to come forward more. We'll be glad to say we were wrong, but based off of the information we have right now, that's just the way it is.
If
So
I come across more proof or information or evidence
Okay.
regarding this subject, I will kindly direct message you the information. However,
Great.
at this time, I currently do not have the means to access any sort of
Okay.
evidence, nor do I have any evidence on file or in my computer or anything like that regarding this subject. Therefore, I am retracting my statement at this time and will continue to speak.
Okay.
All right. So
We'll
here, let me.
continue that.
Cool.
I want to.
Consider that
I
as
want
learning
to. Look, as
experience.
angry and pissed off as I was, Spectrum. For example, you know about the shit that went down at BronyCon, right?
I believe so. About the guy. The guard.
The first time when they came up to me and said it was between someone who was 16 and 20, I'm like, okay, that's certainly someone abusing their position and their post. I don't know if that's exactly pedophilia. And then later on, the next girl was 15, 14. I'm like, okay, good, perfect. I was glad to look into it. If you have some kind of situation where DM or here is basically throwing his weight around and trying to take advantage of somebody who's like 14 or what have you, via I can't think of an example right now. Has anybody got something? Because he's an artist. What would an artist or what does DM do? I don't even know.
I think he just runs a cringy porn server.
Okay.
It better
So
be.
he's basically cloudy.
Okay, so
I
if
didn't
you
know
find
that
out,
he
if we
commits
find out
this.
that basically he's like, using like, hey, you better do this for me, regardless of age, or I'll throw you out of my porn server. Yeah,
Anthony.
we'll have a fucking problem with DM.
Anthony, I sent you something.
one thing real quick,
I think you want to read it to Spectrum.
Where is it? Oh,
I DM'd it to you.
Okay, let's take a look at it. Let's see.
One thing though, real quick, you brought up a dude named Beta earlier.
Beta is a
DM
girl.
Here, hold it. I
DM
gotta,
put in
I
the
gotta
chat.
read this off real quick. Archer, give this to FNGR. Federal law makes it criminal to engage in sexual acts with another person who is between the ages of 12 and 16 if you are at least 4 years younger than you. So it will shut up Spectrum as this is the law. I don't know that for a fact. I don't.
Wait.
Listen, as I have stated, at this time, I will retract my statement. I apologize for any sort of inconvenience that I may have caused anybody here, considering that this has probably been a huge waste of time. As I have stated,
No, not really.
Not for me.
if I come across any extra evidence regarding this sort of discussion,
Just
FN will be
barely.
the first to know.
That's
Yes.
excellent, and we'll be here to listen. And so, why are you still here then?
Well, I did have one question though. I did have a question.
Thank you. Go repent.
Don't you
I
have
did have a
moving
question.
to do or something? Like, come on.
I got a super chat to get to. Can't talk, having a stroke while typing. Thank you, Jelly Bean. I was like, God.
I did have one question though. You brought up a dude named Beta earlier. Well, DM is saying in the chat earlier, Beta touched herself with me 2 weeks after I first met her. Do you know anything about that?
Beta had explained to me that I met Beta through Starless, back when me and Starless used to be friends.
Oh, here comes the bus.
And then Beta had came to me one day talking about how she was betrayed, and she felt backstabbed, and she explained the situation to me that her and Starless did things in calls together. Yes, consensually between the both of them.
What's the age difference?
Beta. I honestly don't know. I don't
How
know
old
Beta
is Starlet?
So no, hold on. You were willing to chase this down. You were prepared to chase this to the fucking ends of the earth here.
Let me finish.
Wait a second.
I think you are.
DM was saying he was 15 at this time.
And how old was fucking Plague or whatever goofy ass name is?
Beta.
Beta. How old was
23 or 22.
you? Cunt.
Wow.
You have a nice defense force here, buddy.
You fucking cunt.
Beta had asked
You
Starless
were
not
to
Hold on, let
Talk about a double standard.
Beta
Let
had
this
told
dude
Starless not to do it again. And on my old Discord account, I think I have chat logs between the two of them stating that Starless was threatening to tell her boyfriend about this if she didn't do it with him again.
Can I have a quick question? Why do you have an old Discord? Like, is there some reason that you had to get the fuck away from it?
I had like 500 friends on it, and I got tired of looking through them.
Sad.
What's the name of the account?
Well, hang on, Anthony.
Huh?
We got about 100 people watching according to Steps, so I want to know what the name of the account is.
Star is saying that he got chased out.
Okay.
Who got chased out?
All right.
Apparently Beta, I think. We're saying someone got chased out.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Anyways.
Spectrum, tell me why you took down... Was your account suspended, or
we look forward to your third account.
On Twitter?
I'm sorry, what?
Did someone take down your Twitter?
No.
Your old Twitter?
No.
Okay, so what happened to it?
I took it down and made a new one because I was making my company, and I wanted to make a Twitter specifically designed for that YouTube channel that I was doing.
Why wasn't it designed that way? What was on there?
Because my YouTube channel died and I gave up on it, so I decided to convert it back.
You made another channel with basically the same name.
Huh?
So you basically just made a YouTube channel under the same name.
What do you mean? I had the YouTube
channel. About as sharp as a bowling ball.
I had the YouTube channel for the longest time.
Your old account was called Spectrum Heat, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
And that is basically the same handle you're going under now on Twitter, correct?
It's Spectrum__Heat on Twitter now.
Wow, huge difference.
Because after the account is deleted, the handle is not available.
Okay, yeah, I know, but it's a huge difference. I can barely tell the similarities there, man.
He's just saying your marketing strategy doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
Well, no, it's just I find it strange. It's like, okay, so when did you take it down?
When did I take it down?
Yeah.
Sometime this year, I know that for a fact, in 2019.
Was that before or after you ceased contact with Cotton?
Before. Way before. Way before.
Oh.
I know that for a fact.
Was it before the DMs you sent me between you and her?
Huh? Yeah, way before.
So you took down your Twitter way before...
Yeah, like in February.
You found out she was 13.
Yes. In February. Wait,
so
which Twitter are you talking about?
The first one you had. The one that
my
was
old Twitter, yes. I took that down in February. I think I can tell you exactly when I made this account. I'm not sure.
Okay, well then why were there still conversations between you and her under that old account?
I don't think there was.
Oh,
I may have changed my username. I changed my username. That's why. I changed my Twitter handle. Because apparently you can do that.
I mean, I can go get them if you want me to refresh your memory.
Some dude in the stream chat, I don't know where...
Is that a yes or a no?
Well, honestly, I don't know. To be frankly honest, I don't really care very much.
I don't care if you know or not. I want a yes
I've
or
already
no.
stated what I wanted to say.
Yeah,
I made accusations.
Well, you can leave any time, you know.
Yeah.
But real quick, some dude in the this is in the stream chat. Some dude named Chica in the chat is saying Beta Virus cheats on her boyfriend IRL with bronies.
Oh my god.
Well, whatever. He left, and this is just anecdote.
Okay, Super Trooper says Spectrum owes me a cheeseburger for $2. Okay.
Are we gonna pay him that money?
What? Wait.
Because he didn't
do anything.
Oh gosh.
It was to prove.
That's called throwing bait.
It wasn't just to come on. It was to prove fucking anything, which he totally absolutely.
Oh, was it? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I guess I'm not giving. So I guess I'm keeping the
either way, nobody's paying anybody. So.
God damn.
Well, I don't want the AMC gift card. What the fuck am I gonna do with it?
I'll take it.
I mean, still, he still came in here with DM in here. He didn't bail from the call as soon as he was brought back in.
What the hell is Rainbow
Fucking
Dash?
idiot. Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
I'll be back. I'm gonna hop on the.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. What he was hopping on to.
I gotta go do something with people. So.
All right, that was fun. Holy shit, guys! I didn't expect that to be half as
retarded.
The audience was into it, apparently.
No,
everyone was.
But it was pretty.
Okay, well,
hilarious.
Derpy Burrow person, do you have something to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess thanks for sorting all this out. I really didn't know what was going on in the rant room. He stated that Starless was 18. as you can see, I have
Can you
added
do
you
your
there.
Can you do yourself a favor in the future?
Yeah.
Can you ask for proof?
I
have
wasn't
gotten
taking much any sides there, since I originally thought, because of what Spectrum said, him being 18, that was the
Look,
situation.
I'm just giving you advice, and I'm just asking you whether or not you're going to take it or not.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
So that you and everybody around you understands the Spectrum's a complete and utter moron, and you can't trust him about as far as an anvil can jump.
They're both morons, Leo.
Yeah.
That's
all these fucking people are idiots, frankly.
This is
God, I hate bronies.
Oh gosh.
Well, at least it wasn't a furry stream, guys. We could all feel good about that.
It could always be worse.
God, I would have had to blow my brains out by now.
So I have to ask. I have to ask this in a sense of curiosity. So if a minor was to say provide audio for a pornographic animation, is that technically child porn?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to follow that line with if a minor makes porn for someone, is that also child porn?
No, but it's a child distributing pornography, and they shouldn't even have it in their hands according to federal law.
I got the wordplay that you had there, but
Well, it's not me just trying to do wordplay here, Anthony. It's just me to be like, or is this means to broaden the definition of child pornography here?
I don't think so. I think that's just a minor contributing to a pornographic project.
That's a minor that needs a whooping, is what it is.
Right.
Isn't that illegal though?
I don't know if it's illegal. It might be.
Yeah, that's ultimately my point. Whether that's legal or not.
Oh,
wait, are we talking about the whooping, or are we talking about the art?
I think whooping would be perfectly legal.
Jesus.
I also noticed you guys changed the name of the chat. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's clever.
I like it. I like
it.
Yeah, I thought Sheldon or Step actually changed the name to fucking Shut Up Liberal at first. Jesus.
Anthony, you missed a super chat.
Oh, I thought I read it off. Let me go back.
Also, shout out to my friend Riddle, who's sending me some amazing art during the stream that I'm going to go ahead and
made a
share
doodle
with
on
you
Twitter.
guys.
Yes, thank you, Riddle.
They're really adorable.
All right, let's take a look. I guess we'll
I'm gonna have fun watching this over again.
God damn.
Because everyone kept cutting out for me for some reason.
Get better internet, scrub.
Steph wanted us to kick you out with all his heart.
Why?
Hey, if Ronnie Inspector wanted back, he'd have been gone. I was scared throughout the entire thing. God damn it, I told you not to worry about it, DM.
Yeah, Mooney, you gotta listen to us.
Yeah, Mooney, I said, look, we could deal with it later. We'll deal with it now. Okay, I don't want anyone to talk about it. I'm like, this guy sounds like a jagoff. He's probably going to come after you. Oh, geez, Shix FNGR. I don't know if that's really a good idea.
Hold on, let me read this out. Hold
on,
let me read this off. The people I know, all they need is a Discord ID and a username and a couple of days. But don't worry, it takes a lot to get me to do some dumb stuff. Don't tell anyone, but let's just say the last person to make me snap had an unwelcome visit from a SWAT team. I know people. I'm not someone to F with. Call the SWAT team on me, big boy. I'll find it.
Do it, faggot. Do it, pussy.
And you're sitting here telling me that now he's saying in background, I can do this. When I asked him why he didn't just call their parents, well, I don't know how I'd go about doing that.
You can SWAT someone, but you can't get someone's number.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I know,
so
right?
now I have a bigger issue with you. Let's see when this April. So this is back in April. You were talking tough, Spectre. I'm talking about I could do this, son. I would love for you to try to dick with me. Anytime you're big enough.
I'd love it too.
No balls.
Spectrum, show up to BabsCon.
He got bodied by a 17-year-old, so I don't think he's gonna be big enough.
Swat me. I'll film it and put it on YouTube. Do it.
Well, you're in Canada. You don't get swatted. You get a couple of nooses coming.
We get Canada's equivalent of SWAT.
Then they politely knock on your door and offer you a baguette.
Exactly, which is why you could do it. You go for a free baguette.
Okay.
So, you know.
Hold on, slow.
What a faggot.
Oh, goddamn. All right. Time of death is as much as it pains me to walk away from a 100 viewed fucking stream.